But see, sometimes you have to keep some things from folks because it's not time for something to be revealed. Because if you reveal it too fast or too soon, it can have an adverse effect. It won't have the effect that God needs. Now, in the case of this, Jesus is performing. This is the first miracle of Jesus, turning water into wine. Now, I'm not trivializing what he did, but in the grand scheme of God's plans, is that really what he brought Jesus down here to do?
No.
But Jesus, because he's trying to show how to submit, he submits to his mother's request, and he does this miracle, even though it's not time for this to be done. And this is not the right miracle to perform. But he's showing the submission. Jesus could have very well said, listen, I mean, I'm doing ministry now. I ain't got time for that. I have blind eyes to open. I got lame legs to sit. Well, I got time I got to be turning some water into wine. Really? Is that what you? I mean, that's like, yes, ma'am.
You can finish your sentence. I can make a question.
Amen. That's like, it's like a cheap parlor trick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you want me to. I mean, I can prophesy, but you want me to pick a card, any card?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay, yeah.
You said that wasn't his time to do the miracle, but even though that wasn't supposed to be his miracle, did God already know that he was going to do a miracle? Because technically God knows everything.
Oh yeah, I mean God knows everything. You're right. God knew from the beginning that Jesus was going to be asked. But the reason that Jesus makes the statement is because he's trying to get his mother to understand something.
Mm.
Because see, now I'm glad you brought this up because I'm about to step on some toes, but it's all right. They'll be all right. Jesus doing this one thing is the reason that the Catholics pray to Mary.
Mm.
This one thing, because they go to Mary because Mary can go to Jesus and Jesus will do as she asks. They have elevated Mary to a position that she don't even hold.
Mm. That's right.
Because of this one time. Now, wait a minute, I don't understand. Because if you look later on, once Jesus starts ministry and Mary comes to where he's preaching, and they like, tell Jesus we want to talk to him. They say, Jesus, your mother and your family outside. Jesus said, my family right here. Jesus kind of puts his mother on Front Street. Because now he's like, okay, I did the one thing, but now I'm working now. Okay, I hadn't started yet, so I gave you that one. But now I know I can't just bow to every request because I got a purpose and my time is short and I got to be about the business. Amen. And so what I'm trying to tell you is when you have a purpose of God always lets people see glimpses of what you have. But just because he lets them see a glimpse, see, and I share this with you all. I mean, I've known from the time I was 10 years old that I was supposed to preach. God put that in my spirit. I saw it. I wanted to be a preacher. I mimicked preachers. I had them down pat. But there were some things in my life I knew I wanted to do. It ain't nothing to do with God. I said, Lord, I ain't done this shit. I ain't done that. I can't be no preacher because in my eyesight, once you became a preacher, there's certain things you just don't do no more.
Mm-hmm.
And so I at 10 years old, I had enough sense to know I might not be able to preach and be what you want me to do because there's still some things that I got on my mind, Lord. Amen. Amen. I ain't got to say nothing but that. Amen. I'm being real. So just because it's a glimpse and it's seen by people, that doesn't mean that this is your time. You still gotta wait for God's timing. Amen.
Amen.
Because if you don't, you'll get out there too soon. Give you a great example. What made me want to be a preacher was I sat in church.